welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley, and today I'm going to be updating you on my progress in my rolling 10 pan project pan. If you're unfamiliar with this concept, it is literally just picking 10 items, setting goals for yourself, and then as you meet those goals, rolling in something else in its place. I feel like I've been doing fairly well with this project this year, and it's helping to kind of reignite my passion for project panning. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I got myself wildly burnt out, and I am slowly dipping my toes back in. So let's talk about the 10 items that I am working on in this project. Now, spoiler alert, I'm not rolling anything out, but I do have some fun progress to share with you. So the first two items I am working on together. So these are just a couple of mini powders that I have floating around in my collection. The first one is from the brand Your Minerals. This is just a transparent veil. And then the other is from Derma-E. It is a mini sun protection powder. I really just poured them together into this right here, and I was hoping that I'd be able to burn through them pretty quickly, but that is not how it has been going. So let me see if I can do this without spilling it everywhere. So this is what it looks like in there. The color is still a little bit dark for me personally. This one, the Your Minerals, was completely white, whereas the Derma-E was a really strong peach color, so I had hoped that by mixing them together, I would help kind of neutralize both of those aspects, and it did, just not quite as much as I would want. Also, they are finishing powders, so you really only need a very small amount in order to get that sort of blurred effect. I do tend to use it mostly on my cheeks. When I get a little heavy-handed with either my blush, bronzer, all that, I will take a little bit of this powder and sort of buff it out and just sort of tame it in a little bit. And it's been working well for that, but I do feel like it is going to take me longer than I had previously expected in order to finish it off. But we're making steady progress. All right, so next up we have just a single eyeshadow. As you can see, we have not hit pan yet. Pan is my goal on this. This is just a cream colored shadow I had been using to set down my eyeshadow primer, but here lately I haven't really felt a need to do that. I've just been going straight in with my eyeshadow and it's been working out really well. So I haven't been using it quite as much as I had anticipated, but I am still getting some good usage. It does have a really, really nice dip to it. And I do feel like by next update, I will probably have been able to hit pan in it, but we just aren't there quite yet. Now, as for this, I know we all thought that this was going to be rolling out, but I dropped off my usage again. So you can see the new line here in red. We are so close to the end, and I just really need to drive back in. I spent a good part of this last couple of months not really wearing a ton of makeup. There was just a lot going on, and so I didn't get the opportunity, but hopefully things are back into a more even keel and I can get back to using it more often. I do have some nice progress on my Bobbi Brown foundation. This is the Skin Long Wear Weightless Foundation. I'm finding it's not really my favorite foundation, and I have been sort of mixing it with some other things to give me a little bit more of a finish that I'm looking for. So it means that the progress is slower going, but I am very happy with the jump that has been made, and I do feel like it is something that by the end of the year I can get used up as long as I maintain sort of the pace that I'm at now. One that is frustrating. So you remember my Essence bronzer? The packaging broke, had huge pan in it. I repressed it, and I don't love the result. I should have dry pressed it. I'm just always very intimidated by that method. I just find a little bit more security in a wet press, but I think I pressed it too firmly, but also something about what I did changed the color of this bronzer, and it is pulling much more orangey on my skin, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm really bummed out with myself. I don't really want to scrape it out and like franken it with something else, something with a different tone to it in hopes of kind of neutralizing some of that oranginess. But I'm real bummed and I'm real disappointed. And having repressed it into a pan that is significantly smaller in diameter, it just makes me feel like I have started back from the beginning again on a product that I no longer love as much as I did. So I think I'm still going to keep it in this project since we are so close to the end of the year, but I have no illusions of being able to finish it or even hit pan by the end of the year. And I'm real bummed. So I'm not exactly sure what the long-term plan is for this guy, but it's making it harder for me to want to reach for it when I'm not loving the results. Now, I do have some better news when it comes to my Makeup by Mario. I did scrape everything into the middle. This is the Soft Sculpt Skin Enhancer. And I was so nervous about sort of scooping it all into the center. I had no concern about repanning this one, but this one I was nervous about. This one turned out just fine. So I do really strongly feel like I can get this used up by the end of the year, which would be so incredibly exciting. But that's where I'm at on that one. And then finally, I don't know what I did, but I think I only had 9 items when I should have had 10. So I pulled in a ColourPop Super Shock highlighter. This is from their Barbie collab. It's in the shade Beach Party. And I mean, this pan is massive, clearly. But I do just want to hit pan. This is a really nice, soft, sort of champagne-y gold type of highlighter. It should be really easy to work into my daily routine, and I'm looking forward to using it. I really enjoy the Super Shock formula from ColourPop, and so I'm really hoping that this will be a good sort of addition. And no, we have one more. Just kidding. My setting spray. So I brought in the Ulta Beauty Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. As you can see, we've made excellent progress. So this is our new line right here. And I have every expectation that we can get this finished up by the next update, I would think. And then there is an item that I don't have any like visible progress on. This is from Tower 28. This is their concealer that I've been using for most of the year. It's their just serum concealer. I've got no windowing or anything. I use it every time I do my makeup, so it's been getting a ton of consistent use since opening it. I'm just surprised that I have no windowing or anything. So we're going to keep it in, keep on working with it, and hopefully get it used up by the end of the year, because I don't think I've finished a concealer for the year. So that would be really good if I could get that done. And for real this time, that is where we are on my progress. I know this was a shorter update. Like I said, life for me has been really crazy. I'm very rambly and kind of out of practice. So hopefully I can get back into the swing of things and get some really good movement on these items. If you're working on a project, please let me know how it's going for you. I love the community that we build here, especially in the makeup community. So I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.